Okay, and I'm going to mute everybody, and if you need to talk during the meeting, then just make sure you unmute your microphone. So we're going to get started. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us for Thursdays at 3 with SCC. Each week, we're going to talk programs and student services that we offer, and along with a time for answering any questions that you may have for us. Following at 3:30, we'll be doing our new student orientation. For those who've applied, they've already been accepted to SCC, and they want their next steps to enrollment. Be sure to register again for the giveaways. We'll be giving away some t-shirts. The link should be posted in our chat box. It'll only take you a minute to register. We're just asking for your name and address. So if you win, we can just mail that out to you. And each week that we meet, we're going to open up with a different staff member of SCC. So here is this week's staff member.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dion Hicks. I work in the Office for Academic Affairs here at the college. It's our job to make sure that our academic programs are the best that they possibly can be. I'm glad you guys are here today to learn a little bit of our excellent health sciences programs that we offer that can help you get started or finish out your career in healthcare fields, which are very in demand and exciting right now. Also, our University Center of Southern Kentucky can help you to get a 4-year degree without having to leave home. You can get a degree with the University of Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky University, Western Kentucky University, Lindsey Wilson, Morehead State University, and you don't have to go through the expense and hassle of moving away. An added benefit is you still get to take advantage of our world-class student services staff here at the college and our dedicated faculty that are very passionate about your success. So our administration, faculty, and staff welcome you as part of the SCC family, and let's see what we have to offer.
Thanks so much, Dion. We're going to jump right into talking about our featured programs today. We have Medical Laboratory Technician. We're going to talk about Pharmacy Technology, and we are going to talk about our EMS Paramedic program. So let's jump in, and we're going to start with Medical Lab Tech. And we have the coordinator joining us today, Donna Ratliff. Welcome, Donna.
Good afternoon.
Thanks for being here. We have Donna's contact information on the screen. So if you are interested in the Medical Lab Tech program and you want to take a picture or a screenshot of the screen, you can do that in case you want to contact her later. So basically, I'm going to just ask Donna a few questions about the program that she can answer for us here. And like I said, feel free to get her information. If you have any other questions about the program, you can contact her directly. So Donna, as a medical laboratory technician, what are they doing at the workplace? What's a typical day for someone working in this field?
A typical day, we have several different departments within a laboratory. And just a few of those examples, we do have a chemistry department, so you might be working particularly in chemistry for that day. Now in chemistry is just a few things. There is diabetes. We often help to diagnose diabetes, also with liver disorders. And if someone has had a heart attack or not, we can tell those type of things. Plus there's many more. That's just a few that I can think of right off. And then another department is hematology. In there, we would identify leukemias and anemias, and I'm sure most people have heard of iron deficiency anemia. That's a very common one that we could identify. Also, I'm sure everybody has heard of meningitis, so we would also use spinal fluid, and we would help to say, okay, it is a viral meningitis or it is a bacterial meningitis, and that's really important because of the treatment of which type that it is. And then some people love microbiology. Basically, you are identifying bacteria that would make you sick. And I know everybody hears of staph and strep and E. coli and all those. We would be identifying the bacteria. We would determine the best antibiotic to treat it with. And then we also give the correct amount that could be used to actually do the best to kill the bacteria causing the problem. Then one of the departments that I always liked working is immunohematology, which is a big word for blood banking. That is the one to where we would set up blood and blood products. Let's say someone had a wreck or they come in with a gunshot wound or bleeding disorders. that would be the department that would be setting up the blood, because we have to set the blood product up, be really careful on it, because just one little mistake can cause life or death, can be the difference there. And pretty much that's the 4 big departments that we do. Of course, there's lots of other things that you would be doing also.
Okay, awesome. Some really good information. How about, does a student need to learn, you mentioned drawing blood and, samples of things. Does a student need to learn how to draw the blood and maybe take different samples, even though they're, analyzing it behind the scenes?
Most of your MLTs do not have to draw blood unless they are working in a very small hospital or clinic. We have phlebotomists who will draw the blood, and the MLT will stay in the laboratory. Now, within the MLT program, there is a phlebotomy certificate available. We have several students, non-MLT, that will go and get their certificate, and then they will work at the hospital. Some of those said, okay, I like the lab field, so I'm going to go on in and apply to the medical lab program.
Okay, perfect. Donna, how long is our medical lab tech program here at SCC?
It is 4 semesters after a student has been admitted to the program.
Okay, so pretty much 2 years if they come, spring and fall semester, and then they're done and they have a medical lab tech. Is it a diploma or an associate's degree?
It's an associate in applied science.
Okay, perfect. As in all of our healthcare programs, you do need to apply specifically for the medical lab tech program. Donna, can you tell us where they can find out more information on maybe how to apply and what the criteria are for application?
Sure. You have to do a pre-admission conference before you can be considered for admission. And this conference is now on the MLT webpage, so the student can go there. They can read the conference, watch the conference, and there is some required paperwork that the student would have to print out, sign, and they can email it back to me now, since we are not going to be, at school or anything. So they can do that. And then what we do, Melissa, is a committee will meet and actually go through these applicants and admit the top 15 students. And we go on a point system. The point system's on the line, also on the MLT webpage. Everything really that they would need to know is on that webpage.
Okay, so if you're interested in maybe applying to the MLT program, visit our website, somerset.kctcs.edu. You can click on programs and search for the medical lab tech program, and everything you need to know is on there. Donna, thank you so much for the information. That's great information. And thank you for being here.
Thank you for asking me.
Okay, and our next featured health science program is Pharmacy Tech. And our Pharmacy Tech program is actually on our Laurel campus. And joining us today is the program coordinator, Lorinda Merritt. Hi, Lorinda.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks for joining us. So with our Pharmacy Tech, we know, it's in the name, they work in the pharmacy, but what does a tech do as compared to maybe what the pharmacist does?
Well, I like to tell people that everything a pharmacist was doing 15 years ago, techs are doing now. As the pharmacists themselves, their roles are changing into a more clinical direction, meaning they're doing more one-on-one patient care. Us as pharmacy technicians, we're coming in and taking over those job roles and responsibilities that the pharmacists were once doing. So we're doing everything. If you're talking about retail pharmacy out in the community, which is what most of us are familiar with, we know the basic things they do: count the pills, take the prescriptions. But we're also we're collecting the medication histories to prepare for medication therapy management sessions. We're doing all the insurance billing and adjudication. We're doing all the inventory management, which is all the ordering of drugs and stock, keeping up with all the audit reports for insurance companies. So a lot of administrative things. We're also contacting prescribers for clarification. So a lot of different things with that. Of course, in the hospital setting, a lot of people don't realize that we work in hospitals, but we do. There, we're doing everything from filling the medication, each nursing unit with medications. We're mixing all the IVs, we're mixing the chemotherapy. We're conducting medication histories with the patients once they're admitted. We're the one that goes into the room and gets all of their medication information for what they've been taking at home. So a lot of different things that people don't realize that we're doing as pharmacy technicians.
So there is quite a bit of actual patient-related care for a pharmacy tech.
Yes, there is. And more as the role is changing. Just as the pharmacist role is evolving and growing, so is the technician's role. So there are a lot of new advanced pathways that are opening up now for technicians.
Okay, perfect. And so, you know, I noticed you mentioned a lot of different medications and things. So being a pharmacy tech, is there a lot of memorization of different drugs and maybe allergies and reactions to medication? Or is that something, you know, that typically they need to ask the pharmacist for?
Well, unfortunately, most students are not very pleased to know that you do have to memorize those medications. It's just not safe to be working in a pharmacy and to not know what you're handling and what you're dispensing. And like I mentioned just a moment ago, you know, we're the ones who are collecting those medication histories from patients. We need to make sure we understand what they're taking and how they're taking it. Because a big part of our role, we're kind of the first line of defense when a patient comes in and hands us a prescription. We need to be able to recognize right away if there's an issue with that. We should be able to look at that patient's profile and be like, I see you have an allergy to this drug. That means you probably also have a cross sensitivity to the one that you're being prescribed. So it's kind of our job to screen that first. And then, of course, we would forward that on to the pharmacist who would make the call with the prescriber on what to do. But it's really important that we know these things, because the more people who know, the safer it is for patients.
Absolutely, yeah, they have a very important job. As someone who's allergic to some medications, you do not want to get mixed up in that. Though.
No.
And then one of the greatest things about our program is that we're actually preparing them for a certification exam. Is that correct? And if so, would you tell us a little bit about what that exam is?
Okay. Well, currently the state of Kentucky, if you are wanting to practice in an advanced pharmacy role, such as in the hospital, in a specialty pharmacy, long-term care, many of those job responsibilities do require certification. In Kentucky, it's kind of which job role that you do determines if you have to have the certification. But in general, if you're looking for hospital, then yes, you do have to have that certification exam. It is a national exam, and as of January 1st of this year, you do have to have completed an education or training program that is recognized by the National Certification Board to be eligible to take that certification exam. Now, our program is a recognized program, so that is both our entry level and our advanced level, does provide students with the eligibility to take that exam. Once you do that, it's that national exam. You take it one time, and then you renew every 2 years, along with some continuing education requirements. But our program does prepare for that ultimately to get you those eligibilities to be certified and to get the actual certification exam taken.
Okay, perfect. And I guess since it's a national exam, you could actually work in other states with that certification. Is that correct?
Yes. The thing with pharmacy is it varies from state to state with the requirements for both education and training. The good thing about our program is not only are we recognized by the National Certification Board, but we're also accredited. So that means that our program is going to qualify you to practice in any state. So not all programs will do that. But since we are ASHP accredited and PTCB recognized, you would be able to practice in states that require more education and training than even here in Kentucky.
Okay, perfect. And so anyone who wants to apply, again, it's one of our health science programs, so you do have to apply to the pharmacy tech program. But anyone who wants to apply, you know, during this time we're doing everything virtual, what should they do? Who should they contact?
Well, my contact information you have up on the screen right now. Just send me an email or give me a phone call, letting me know you're interested, and I will get you the application packet. And then we've been doing virtual pre-admission meetings. So we will schedule a day and time that we can meet to do those pre-admission meetings where we're going to go over the application process and the requirements.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much, Lorinda.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thanks for being here. A lot of good information. And so our last featured program is the EMS Paramedic, and joining us today is that program coordinator, Tracy Franklin. Welcome, Tracy.
Hi, Melissa. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for coming and talking with us about your program. And basically, I hear from quite a few people, you know, what is the difference between just being an EMT and an EMS paramedic? And so can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure. So there's, outside of the additional year of training between EMTs and paramedics, the primary focus for an EMT is to give basic emergency medical care and transport for people who are sick or injured and where 911 has been accessed for help. The EMT will work under the guidance of a paramedic or an emergency medical director. So then a paramedic is considered an actual allied health professional, and the primary focus of a paramedic is to provide advanced emergency medical care for critically ill patients or critically injured patients who come through the 911 system. Paramedics have a more complex knowledge base and a more complex skill base than EMTs, and so they function directly under a set of protocols developed by emergency medical physicians. That's their medical oversight. So outside of an additional year of training, there are advanced skills, and the oversight is different for the two.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And in this program, tell me a little bit about, like, how often are students actually in the classroom versus when they're out practicing in the field?
So this program is kind of set up as a hybrid, which means we do a lot of the lecture online, and we will come together for one 8-hour day once a week, and that's where we put our practice together. We have what are called foundational skills, and we learn our foundational skills pretty quickly, and then we put those into scenario practice. Students will actually start in the clinical setting, which is a controlled learning environment. They'll start that in the first semester of the program, so that by the time they reach their capstone, the last semester of the program, they're comfortable in performing skills in an emergency setting, and their entire last semester is field internship training on an ambulance.
Well, that's wonderful. That way they're getting the experience as they're going through it, getting right into it.
Yes.
Wonderful. And how about, you know, sometimes you hear, you know, something about different work schedules and things for emergency personnel. Can you tell us maybe what a typical work schedule, I know it'll differ from here and there, but a typical work schedule is like for a paramedic and EMS paramedic?
Sure. So in our area in South Central Kentucky, most people will work a 24-hour shift. They'll be off work for 3 days, and then they work a 16-hour shift, and then they're off for 2 days. Some agencies will work EMTs and paramedics on 12-hour shifts, and they'll do that 3 times a week. So how you get at your 40-hour work week is going to be a little different based on community need. But what I found, because I worked on the ambulance for 15 years, and what I found was having small children, that your home, it seems like I had more time at home, you know, when I worked longer days. Run volume in an area has a lot to do with it. So someone who works, say, in the Louisville metro area may work an 8-hour shift, whereas a smaller area with much less run volume can get by with a longer shift hour. So it's also actually very flexible 24/7. Emergency medical services are open 24/7. So you can almost kind of pick your days depending on what type of work you want to do.
Right, or your nights, I guess, for that matter.
Yeah,
if you wanted to do nights. Okay, great. Just something, people need to think about when they're interested in a program like that. And speaking of, if they're interested in the EMS Paramedic program, where can they get more information on how to apply and things like that?
Always you can email me or call and leave a voicemail. Even though we're not on campus, our voicemails come directly to the email box, and so we have a way to contact you. We also have a Facebook page for our program, and you can find that just by typing in SCC Paramedic Program in the Facebook search bar. Also, to find a link to our selective admissions process and our class meeting schedules and admission dates, you can go to the SCC website, type EMS Paramedic in the search bar, and it'll take you directly to our link.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all the information, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so that was a lot of great information that we got about some of our health science programs. If you have any questions, you can also type those in the chat here. Of course, you have the information to all the program coordinators, and like they said, they will be happy to answer any questions you have, specific questions about their program or how to apply or what you need to do next. Feel free to call or email them. Now we're going to do a real quick T-shirt giveaway. So if you haven't registered, register in the chat box. There's a link, register for the giveaways. And we are going to go to our Laurel campus recruiter, Crystal Smith, and she will do the drawing for the first T-shirt giveaway. You with us, Crystal?
Okay, hey guys. All right, are we ready to do a giveaway?
Yep.
We have Dakota Klein.
Awesome. Congratulations, Dakota. And just so you all know, Crystal's actually running your names through a, I guess it's sort of a raffle database. So it's just being chosen by random. We are not picking the winners. So thank you so much. And congratulations, Dakota. And we are going to move on to our student services highlight this week, which we have the University Center of Southern Kentucky. And we have the director with us, Mr. Trent Poole. Hi, Trent.
Hi.
And Trent, will you just go ahead and tell us about the University Center of Southern Kentucky?
All right, great. Well, I appreciate the opportunity. And for those of you that are listening, welcome. We certainly have a lot of opportunities for you through various universities and colleges in the University Center of Southern Kentucky. I will post quickly here in your chat session. There is our contact information as well as a link to the website. It will take you directly to the University Center webpage. And we're fortunate to have with us today some representatives from our institutions, partner institutions. So if Melissa, if anybody has any questions in a minute or two, we'd be glad for them to jump in and chat with our visitors, our guests here today. So we'll move to the next screen, Melissa. All right, EKU is one of our partner institutions. So with the University Center of Southern Kentucky, what we hope and what we provide for you and hope that you'll take advantage of is the fact that you can stay at Somerset Community College, further your education beyond the associate's degree and earn some bachelor's degree, a bachelor's degree or various bachelor's degrees. So EKU, you can see the program offerings listed here. Criminal justice is one of those programs that has some face-to-face courses with it, hybrid course offerings. There are other options there that are listed. I'm not going to read them off. I want you to look at those and just be aware that our partners are offering a lot of options for students. Given the fact with our coronavirus situation, a lot of these programs are online options. So you have the opportunity to work not only with your advisor at Somerset Community College, but we want you working with your transfer advisor as well at the same time. A lot of students want to wait to the last minute. Well, I'll contact Eastern or I'll contact Western, so on and so forth, my last semester. we don't want that. We want you working with your transfer advisor every semester while you're at Somerset Community College. And so you can see some of the EKU offerings listed here. All right, Melissa, let's go to the next slide. Miss Gail Creekmore, she's here with us today. She's the Transfer Admission and Articulation Coordinator, and she works right out of the University Center. The University Center is located in the Harold Rogers Student Commons on the Somerset campus. So she has set office hours. There's her phone number, cell number there. If you'd like to communicate with her, you can always contact us as well. Lindsay Wilson, Bachelor of Human Services in Counseling and a master's degree in Counseling and Human Development that is offered on campus at Somerset Community College. And their contact person is Miss Penny. Miss Penny's listed there. There's her contact information, and she's with us today as well. Moorhead, you have several online options through Moorhead State University. Miss Tracy Counts is the advisor that works through our University Center, and she is on here with us today. She's the Enrollment Services Counselor. There's her contact info on the screen as well. I know we're running out of time, Melissa, so I'm trying to hurry up. Go ahead. And we're fortunate to work with UK. They have a hybrid RN to BSN program starting this fall. Brittany Fierro is here with us today. Tara Grana is usually our contact person for our students. She was unable to be with us today, so Miss Brittany was here for Q&A. And WKU, they have multiple various programs, hybrid and online options. The Bachelor of Science for Middle Grades Education with math emphasis will be starting this fall. And so, and Miss Stephanie is our advisor in the University Center to work with our students as well. So there's her contact information. What's important for me to get across to you is that these are folks that have designated times and access and availability to you to work with you, communicate with you as you're a student working through Somerset Community College. So every semester you're right on track with what you need to be doing to make a smooth transfer at the end of your career here at Somerset Community College. Miss Cherie Smith is a CEOC counselor, so she helps with FAFSAs and applications to colleges, and she has designated times as well in our University Center to assist students in the admission process of transferring. Website information is posted there. Please like us on Facebook and share that information with your friends. Visit the website as well, the Facebook page. We will post an update and the website when we have new programs coming on board. And I can't tell you some new things coming up, but I can tell you that I'm working with all of these partners with potential new programs. And so keep in contact with us. Also, Melissa, just to let folks know, these institutions do have transfer scholarships as well. So we want them communicating with these advisors that have been listed to discuss with them application deadlines and so forth for transfer scholarships.
Yes, absolutely. And like you said, they can start that even day one on Somerset's campus, start talking to their advisors and talking about, scholarship opportunities and things like that for when they do transfer. Absolutely. That's what we want them to do. Okay, thank you so much, Trent, and thank you to all the college reps for joining us here as well. If you do have any questions, you can put it in the chat and they will assist you. And also, we are recording this meeting, so you can always go back and look at the slides and the information that was there. And like Trent said, you have his contact information. They have a great Facebook page, so you can like them on Facebook and also visit our website to join them. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so if you're interested in any of the programs that we highlighted today or any of our other programs that SCC offers, your next step is to complete the online application. It's on our website. From the home page, it's kind of right in the middle of the page. You'll see this box and you'll click on Start My Application. You will need your social security number, an email address for contact, and the name of your high school and any colleges that you have attended. And if you're not sure quite yet if you want to apply to SCC, but you definitely want some more information, there's also a a link there you can click that says request information, and we will mail you out some of our information, and you can also tell us of a specific program that you're interested in, and we'll mail you some information about that, and you'll also be added to our email list. And then right now we're going to go ahead and give away another t-shirt before we start our orientation. So if you've registered on the link, you don't have to register again. You're already in there, and we'll go to Crystal Smith again for giving away a t-shirt.
Okay, we have Lindsay Napier.
Okay, awesome, Lindsay. Congratulations. And we will actually do some questions and answers. So if anybody has any questions and you want to, unmute your microphone, you can do that, or you can write it in the chat. If you need help and you would rather contact us, there's our information. If you'd rather contact us or email us with a question, here's our phone number, here's our email address, and we really look forward to welcoming you to our SCC family. And in just a few minutes at 3:30, it is 3:30, so we're going to go on to our virtual orientation. And this is mostly for students who've already applied, they've already been accepted to SCC, and they need to know their next steps for enrollment. But we are really glad that you joined us today for open house. If you'd like to stick around for orientation, feel free to do that, and we will get started with that. Thank you to all our guests.
Melissa, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna mute now so you can get started.
Okay, we are jumping right into our orientation. I want to welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us. Thursdays at 3 with SCC. This is the new student orientation we're going to be doing each week at 3:30. This is for students who have already applied to SCC, you've been accepted, and you want to know what are your next steps. So in the next 30 minutes, we're going to show you some various processes that we have to help you on your way to enrollment with us. If you've just joined us, be sure to register for a T-shirt giveaway. The registration link is posted in our chat box. And if you've already registered, you don't need to do it again. You're still in the drawing. So first, we would actually like to play a video message from our president, Dr. Carrie Castle.
And welcome to Somerset Community College for your orientation session. Over the past several months and weeks, we have all been dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic and figuring out what will be the best way for us to move forward with our lives. There's no doubt you and I will be dealing with things in a different way as our futures begin to unfold. But now, at this point, you are committed to joining us and being a part of SCC. Congratulations. Giving you the chance to make your life better, better for you, better for your significant other, better for your family. That's the reason SCC is here, to help you with that training and education and help you rise to the next level. Now, it will take work and effort. You will need to be committed to do your best, but we will be right there with you. The faculty and staff at SCC are doing this work because they enjoy seeing students succeed through those aha moments as well as those oh no moments. We're here with you up to the time you cross the stage to receive your degree, your diploma, or your certificate. And I will personally look forward to seeing you there. This orientation will help you get situated into a college environment where you are in charge of your success or failure, but you will have all the help you need to be successful. So please make the most of this event. Ask questions, get to know people. We're all here for you. Good luck, and I'll see you around the campus.
Okay, great. That was our president, Dr. Carrie Castle. Don't forget to click on the link in the chat to register for a t-shirt. And we want you to know that our SCC faculty and staff, they're on this meeting. They're ready to answer any questions that you have. So be sure to type in the chat if you have any questions as we go. And as we go, we will definitely respond to those and answer those. Let's go into our
This
process.
is a copy of the acceptance email that you'll receive when you're accepted into Somerset Community College. Yours will look a little different because, of course, your name will be here, and then you'll actually have some different numbers in the student ID slot. The email is going to give the contact center information, which includes their email, and then also their phone number, which is 606-679-8501. So if you run into any problems or if you have any questions, you can definitely contact us at either of these locations. Now, the student ID number is going to be really important to keep close by. You want to think of this almost like a social security number, but just for Somerset Community College. So once you receive this letter, make sure that you write it down, you put it in your phone, or just whatever you need to do to access it, because anytime you'll ask us information in the future, we'll want to verify your identity, and we'll normally do that by asking for this number right here.
Hi, my name is Tashiana Began, and I work in the Assessment Center at Somerset Community College. Somerset Community College follows the CPE College Readiness Guidelines for course placement. Due to COVID-19, a waiver is now available to recent high school graduates. This waiver allows the college to use your high school GPA for course placement. We want you to succeed in your first semester of college. If you have not met benchmarks on your most recent ACT, your high school GPA does not provide an accurate representation of your readiness, or if you are not sure about college level classes, EdReady is available and can be taken online at home. EdReady is a diagnostic tool that creates a free online learning path that will enable you to build skills before the fall semester begins. When you meet with your CARE advisor, he or she will discuss this option with you. We care about your success, and we want to make sure that you feel comfortable in your first semester. If you want to take advantage of EdReady, you do not need to wait until you meet with an advisor. You can do it now. And then I'm just going to show you how you can access EdReady from our website. First, you'll just need to go to somerset.kctcs.edu, and then you will need to choose admissions. From here, just scroll down, and you will need to choose this first link, placement, testing, and assessment. Then you will just need to choose EdReady, and then click on online instructions for EdReady. When you open up this tab, it just gives you the instructions on how to get to the EdReady website. It also tells you how to register. Once you have registered on the EdReady website, you are then able to input the goal keys, which are right here for the English and the math, and then start the diagnostic tests. When you're finished testing, you will just need to email one of the testing staff members your student ID number, and then just let them know that you're finished, and one of us will post your test scores for you.
All right, so I'm going to show you guys how to order a high school transcript. High school transcripts can be ordered from parchment.com, and I'm already on that website. And the first thing you're going to see are these tabs up here when you get there. So the first thing I'm going to click is order. And then it's going to give you the option to order your own credentials or to order on someone else's behalf. Today, we're going to pretend that we're the student. So I'm going to click on my own credentials. And then it's going to bring you to this screen. Down here is where you're going to enter the high school that you're ordering from. So I'm going to choose South Laurel High School. That's just a high school here in London where I live. So we're going to select that, and then it's going to bring us to this page. So it's still showing the school you chose up here, and then it's going to give you the option to log into an existing account or to create a new account. If you haven't created an account on Parchment before, you're going to select this option, and then it's going to go through the process of setting up that user account. But I've already set up an account for the sake of this tutorial, so I'm going to choose this, and then we're going to go down here and log in. sign in. All right, so it's going to keep showing that school that you chose, and then we're going to click to order a transcript. All right, so it's going to ask you where you would like to send your credential, and then it's going to have an academic organization, or you can send it to yourself. You always want to send that transcript to the school, or else it'll be considered unofficial. So we're going to type in Somerset College. Click search, and then it'll show us right there. So you're going to click select. All right, and then it's going to show you your order details. So here's the transcript, and then here is where you're sending it to. This should always be the high school, and then this should be the college. So it's going to also give you the option to send it now, or you can hold it for grades. So if you're wanting to send it to us within the school year, then you're going to want to hold for grades, for those final grades to be on there when they send them to us. Over here it's showing the fee and the shipping and handling, but that's being waived. So we're going to hit save and I'm going to show you guys how to order a college transcript. College transcripts can be ordered from studentclearinghouse.org, and I'm already on that website, so the first thing you're going to do is go over to this green button. Once you hover over it, this drop-down menu will come down and you'll just choose order a transcript. Now it'll show you a page where you enter in the school that you're wanting to order from. So we're going to say that we're ordering from Somerset Community College, just for an example, and then we're going to hit continue, and then it'll bring you to a page with information that is specific to the college that you're ordering from. So be sure that you read this. This will give you the charge for the transcript and then also any information about delays and such. Once you read that, scroll down and you'll just click order transcripts, and then it'll bring you to the order form. Fill out that order form, hit continue, and then you'll be able to order your transcript. I'm going to show you guys how to set up your user account for the very first time. You're going to start at the website somerset.kctcs.edu, and you're going to select current students. Once you get there, scroll down and choose User Account Center, and then set up your user profile. It's going to ask for some information, and that's including your birth month, your birthday, and then it's going to ask for a student ID number. We've already talked about this, but this is the number that starts with 2 zeros, and it can be found on your acceptance letter or email. Once you input that information, it's going to want to verify your identity. I already have a user account, so I can't set up a new one. So I'm going to use this PowerPoint to show you some of the screens that you'll find once you continue with this process. So the first thing it's going to do is verify your identity, and it's going to ask you if you would prefer a text message or an email. So input that information, and then it's going to have you select some security questions. You'll have 3 different questions, and you can click down on this drop-down box, and it'll give you some different questions you can choose. Just make sure you choose questions and answers that you'll remember a month down the road, 2 months, or even 3 months. After you submit that, it's going to give you your username. Your username is going to be your first initial of your first name, your last name, and 4 different numbers. So if your name was John Smith, your username would be J Smith, and then 4 numbers such as 0000. This will also be your email. So once again, if that was your username, your email would be jsmith0000@kctcs.edu. Once you set up a user account, you'll then have access to MyPath. And MyPath is what you're going to go to access your student self-service to-do list. You can change your major, and then that's also where you're going to go for Blackboard, which is where you're going to go to complete homework assignments. So I'm going to show you guys how to log into MyPath, how to access that self-service to-do list, and also how to change your major. I'm already on the Somerset website, and that's somerset.kctcs.edu, and the first thing I'm going to select is current students. Once you get to that page, just scroll down, and then you're just going to choose MyPath. It's going to bring you into a login screen, and this is going to be where you enter in that username and password that you just created. So I'm going to enter in my email here, and yours will be your username followed by @kctcs.edu. And then I'm just going to enter in my password and click sign in. It'll give you an option to stay signed in, and this is a great tool if this is your personal computer, but don't ever choose this if you're on a public one. All right, so then it's going to bring you to MyPath, and it's going to say hi, then your name, and then you'll have some options down here. Yours will look different than this because I'm an employee of Somerset Community College, so I'm going to have some different tabs than what you do. But what's important is here's your Blackboard, here's your email, and then also where mine says Campus Solutions, yours will say Student Self-Service. So click on Student Self-Service, and then it'll bring up some different tiles. So you'll have your Student Center, Tasks, Profile, Messages, and then Academic Records down here. So first of all, I'm going to show you how to access your Student Self-Service to-do list. You would click on Student Center, and so it'll just bring you to a page that looks like this. I have the information blurred out because this is actually real information, and I don't want to share that with everyone. Your student ID will be up here. And then down here, you'll be able to look at your to-do list. You'll be able to see if you have any holds. And then you can also make sure that your information is correct down here. So that's going to be what's on your student self-service to-do list. You can always click for more details or click on the items if they're showing up. Now I'm going to show you how to change your major. So I'm starting back at the original MyPath screen, and you're going to go to Student Self-Service again. Just like before, it's going to bring up those tiles. Where you're going to go is Academic Records. So click on that, and then you'll notice some tabs over here on the left. The one that you're going to want to choose is going to be Change My Major. On this page, it's going to show you your current academic plan, and then also when the change will become effective if you're going to change your major. So right here is where you're going to click on this magnifying glass, and then it's going to bring up some different programs. And you'll be able to choose one, and then the subplan if there is one, and then you'll be able to submit. This is going to say, please confirm that you understand that a diploma or certificate seeking student, you may not be eligible for financial aid. That depends on if you choose something that says diploma or a certificate rather than an actual degree like an Associate of Arts or Associate in Science. So if you chose something like that, you're going to have to change that to yes, and then you'll hit continue. And that's how you change your major.
Now that you're officially an SCC student, advisors are here to guide you every step of the way in setting up your classes. We'll help you with course placement, create individualized academic plans, and a class schedule that fits all of your needs. It is easy to set up an appointment with your care advisor. You can simply call us at one of the location numbers on the screen or email us at scc_care@kctcs.edu. Don't forget, we also have appointments available upon request at the Casey, Clinton, McCreary, and Russell Centers. We're here to meet your academic needs and help you develop your plan for success. We look forward to meeting you.
Hello to all my fellow Pathfinders. Today I just want to share with you a few helpful tips as we're preparing to enroll in summer classes and fall classes. One is be sure and fill out your FAFSA as soon as you can. If you're planning on taking summer 2020 classes, you'll want to fill out the 2019-2020 FAFSA. If you're taking fall classes, you'll want to fill out the 2020-2021 FAFSA. Do that as soon as you can. The sooner the better. Sometimes students are eligible for other funding, but those funds are typically first come, first serve. So the sooner the better. When you're getting ready to fill out the FAFSA form, you will need a few items with you. Your social security number, your income tax information. They do have an IRS retrieval tool on your FAFSA to transfer 2018 tax information. But if that doesn't work, you will need your 2018 taxes to enter that manually. You will need to go to FAFSA.gov and create an FSA ID. This ID is used to sign forms electronically. If you are a dependent student, your parent will need to go to FAFSA.gov and create a FSA ID. Also, the form will ask you for your school code. Somerset Community College is 0019997. As I mentioned in the previous slide, you will need to create an FSA ID before filling out the FAFSA form. To do that, you will visit the link below, create a memorable username and password, enter your name, date of birth, social security number, contact information, and challenge answers and questions. Confirm your cell phone number using the secure code, which will be texted to the number you provided. Confirm your email address using the secure code, which will be sent to the email address you entered when you created your FSA ID. Then a helpful tip over to your right, set up an active email accounts for both the student and one parent before applying for the FSA ID. Once you have set up your FSA ID, it's time to complete your FAFSA. Keep in mind that it can take up to 10 days for Somerset Community College to receive your information. But once we have, some students are selected for verification. The following steps will help you complete that process. Go to somerset.kctcs.edu, click Current Students, and then My Path. Click your Student Self-Service, and then click your Task tile. Choose the verification worksheet, complete, and submit. If you are a dependent student, a parent signature form will also be emailed to you to the email you provided within about 5 minutes. Print that and have a parent sign. And be sure and return that to the financial aid office. Additional items required for your checklist will be added if necessary after the worksheet has been complete. Be sure and review your task tile often. Don't forget to apply for some scholarships. SCC offers a variety of scholarships thanks to many generous organizations and individuals. For more information, visit our website, somerset.kctcs.edu, and check out what scholarship offers we have. We do have an application deadline for SCC approaching for fall. That's July 1, 2020.
Next, I will show you how to view your account balance and financial aid awards. You will log into your student self-service account through My Path and select the Student Self-Service button. You will see your student homepage with the tiles, and you will click on Account Balance tile. Then you'll see this screen with the current charges for the term you're registered for. Next to it, you'll see the pending financial aid amount. If your financial aid file is complete with SCC, you will see the amount of aid you're anticipated to receive. Please note that this is typically the aid you are qualified for based on full-time status. So if you're registered less than full-time, this amount could be adjusted. You can always check with our financial aid office for your specific account information. So if your pending financial aid is more than your account charges, then you will get a bookstore voucher for the difference so that you can purchase your books and supplies at the bookstore. Please note you will be refunded any money not spent in the bookstore. Let's take a look at a quick example. Okay, let's say your pending financial aid is $4,000 and your tuition account balance owed is $2,500. You would be given a bookstore voucher for $1,500. You go to the bookstore, you get all your books and supplies, and you only spent $500.
The remaining balance of $1,000 will be refunded to the student through Bank Mobile, typically about 2 months after the beginning of the semester.
Original courses vary in design based on the instructor and the institution, but some common elements exist. Let's take a look. The course menu is the panel on the left side that contains the links to all top-level course areas. Instructors can also provide links to the tools page, individual tools, websites, course items, and module pages. Instructors control the content and tools available on the course menu. By default, your original course includes a homepage on the course menu. The default homepage is a course module page that contains details about new content and due dates for the course you're in. Your instructor may rename or delete this page and choose which modules appear. The What's New module provides links to course content your instructor has added or changed in the last 7 days. The content types reported in the module include tests and surveys, assignments, blogs, content, discussion posts, and course messages. Information in the What's New module updates the first time you log in for the day. Changes made after you log in don't appear in the module unless you select Refresh in the Actions menu. The To-Do module provides a chronological listing of upcoming due dates. This module is divided into What's Past Due and What's Due. Use this information as the launching point for your daily coursework. In the My Announcements module, you'll see important, time-sensitive information from your instructor. Recent announcements appear as links. Select an announcement or more announcements to view the complete list of course announcements. And finally, select Tools in the course menu to access all the tools your instructor has made available to you. To view your grades, select the My Grades link on the Tools page.
Okay, during this time, go ahead. Crystal, is that you?
No, I'm here.
Do you want to give away another T-shirt?
Sure, yeah. And we're going to put the link right in for their orientation. Do you want me to go ahead and do that?
Yeah, you can post the link.
Okay.
And so if you've watched this orientation and you want to receive credit for it, so meaning you have a hold on your account for orientation and you want to get rid of it, we're putting the link posted in our chat box. It says orientation, Somerset orientation form. You'll need to just click that link, it will bring you to the online orientation video. You do not need to watch the video because you've already gone through this. Just enter your name, student ID number, and it'll ask a question or two and hit submit, and then that hold will be taken off of your account.
Okay, there's that. All right, we have a winner, Joshua G. If he could stay on after we get done, and we'll get his information and get that T-shirt out to him. Okay, great. So Joshua, just stay on for a minute. We'll get that information out to you. Of course, during this time of uncertainty, we want everyone on here to know that we've got this and you've got this and we've got you. And we are being healthy at home. The SCC faculty and staff are being healthy at home, but we are still working. We are working from home. We are working for you. So if you need anything, please contact us. The information is on the slide. You can reach us by phone, by email. You can go to our website. If you're a night owl or maybe you have a question on the weekend and we're not working, we have a Go KCTCS student service line that's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And we're here to help you. Don't be stressed out about any of our processes. We will get you all set and ready to enroll. And thank you everybody for joining us today. And we'll hang around for a couple of minutes in case anyone has any questions. And other than that, enjoy your day. We'll see you next week, next Thursday at 3.